Hi Flosstube, it's Jem, and I am back for Flosstube number 13. And I wanted to come back before now, but I didn't finish what I wanted to finish, which was my 2024 Mystery Salve, Faith, Hope, Love by Fox and Rabbit. I really wanted to finish that before my next video, but it's a beast. December is a beast. It's a lot. So I'll be showing that. But before I get into any stitching, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I've had a birthday since the last time I was here. So thank you for all the birthday wishes and all of the stitchy kindness. And I'll show some of that too. And then thank you to everybody who's watching and all my returning subscribers. Thank you so much and viewers. And you know, 2024 has been such a year of friendship. You know, I had the courage to start a Flosstube channel, and it's just been really wonderful. I've met a lot of wonderful people and have a lot of new friendships, and I just want to say thank you. And of course, I will go over a little bit more in depth about 2024 and my 2025 plans in my next video that I'll be doing here in a couple of weeks, because I'm about to go on a cruise. Me and my husband always do like a Christmas cruise, New Year's cruise, because it's really dreary and dark and gloomy around Oklahoma in the winter, and so it's a bit depressing. So we like to get out of here and get on a cruise ship and just unplug, and so that's what we're gonna do. So but I wanted to show you my stitching over the last, it's about a month. And I want to show you all my stitching and all of the things, and even my Fox and Rabbit that I just couldn't get finished. So let's get into it. Okay, so I do have a finish, and it's not the finish I was expecting to show. But how many of you went to the Jingle Ball this past weekend? I had a ticket. I got on. I did some shopping. Bought that new Christmas Folk by Kathy Haberman. Loved it. And but I didn't get a whole bunch of time because I had a few other obligations. But last year, the Candy Cane Biscornu, I was like, I must have that. So I bought the kit. I really had all the stitching done, but I just didn't get a chance to fully finish it or put it into a Biscornu, but there she is. And this was the called for because it was from the kit. But it's a 32 count, I do know that, and it's that candy cane thread by Cottage Garden, the floss, not the, and I don't have all the stuff, but here it is. And I am going to put this together. There are some ladies in my local Stitchy group that, you know how to put together Biscornus really, and there's tons of tutorials, so I just got to get it cut out and put together. And you know, it was what I finished that was finally finished. It was nothing but one thing, the back stitch around. So I mean, that looks crazy, but there's the top, and then here is the bottom. And again, this was on the 32 count, whatever they provided. And you know, it wasn't that fun to stitch on, if I'm being honest. Not because it's not super cute and all the things. It's just, it was, the little printed things on here really made the holes hard to get through. Did anybody else experience that when they were stitching this, if they got the kit? I wasn't a huge fan of the fabric, but I still love it. And I love that floss. And look at that 2/2. You can tell this from last year. That's why this has been my year of 40 count, and I'm never going back. Well, I don't want to say never, but I'm hopefully never going back. So that is my Candy Cane Biscornu by the Blue Flower. And they sold it this year at the Jingle Ball, so probably a lot of you may have gotten it. But it was super cute. And I have all the pins and all of the button that goes with it and all that. So I am going to get that put together one day. Just not today. Okay, here she is. Here is Faith, Hope, Love the mystery salve for 2024, and I've been seeing so many people finish, and I'm not finished. So let's start off with the fact that I got off. I haven't had to pick out, but the top there, where it's the very top little pedestal things, they are 1 stitch more for whatever reason. All the rest of the stitching should be about accurate, but that's the top of them, so I'm going to make it like I did it on purpose. Just go with it. Everything else is matching up on the border. So I'm going to continue working on that inner border. Let's see if I can get this showing. This inner border here, which it's just lines like this. Just got to go from each of these stems, just like this side. It'll be just like this on this side. And the top, where I've got off here, you can see it's not square, it's rectangle. It's fine. The bottom will be just the same. And I don't think they'll be off, but if they are, that'll make it look like I did it on purpose, which I did not. But these flowers, that is like solid stitching, and it was so much. But it went pretty fast once you got started, and once you got in a groove. I mean, it went really fast. It just was time consuming, and I wasn't going to be able to get it done in 1 week like I thought I was going to. I thought I'd have it done within the first couple of days, and I'd be able to show it, and it'd be a big finish. But it's going to be a big finish on my next video. It's going to be on my plan video, because as well as doing the put a bird on it Sal, I have also decided that I'm going to do the Cloister Garden, or yeah, Cloister Garden Sal by Fox and Rabbit as well. And so there she is. And this is the first thing I've ever stitched on 40 count. So this is 40 count vellum by Picture This Plus. And I'm using a misdyed hank from Color and Cotton number 142. And it's like a, ooh, that's the right color. It's like a pink, mauve, rose situation. Looks a little bit more brown on camera, but there it is. She's very pink, she's very antique-y, she's very gorgeous. And no matter what, I cannot wait to have her up on my wall. Might wait to frame her because I'm going to Sampler Symposium in January, and Karen and Brent are going to be there. So I would love to show them this. They've seen it, but I'd like to show it to them finished. So there she is. Okay. So that first one was my only finish, and now I'm on to whips. And so that was my first whip. I also had a couple of, that was technically to a start because I started the December portion. So I showed it with the starts. And so I also had a birthday start, and that was With Thy Hands from Teresa Kogut. And I really, really have loved this since it came out. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it for my birthday this year. So I got the Vicki Clayton thread pack, and I used, what color? I used Salt Ash by Cedar River Linens. And it's 46 count, 1/2. And I got the whole top part done. Look how, that's as long as it's going to be. So this thing is not going to be big. So I am going to pull this out on the 14th of every month, no matter what. And I know I've said that about my birthday stitch from last year, but I am going to work on it. And maybe alternate months, so that I can get my other birthday stitch out and work on that as well. But look at, okay, so these bee little hive skeps things, I don't know what they're called, they were a beast. And the Vicki Clayton silks are so vibrant. And this linen is really, really, really nice. So that is With Thy Hands by Teresa Kogut. And again, I'm stitching it on 46 count Salt Ash with the Vicki Clayton thread pack. 1/2. Okay. And I have that in my bag that I got at summer school, the attic. So it's a berry bag. I thought something special needed to go in this, and so why not my birthday start? Okay, let's see. Let's put that there so that doesn't get lost. And then I mentioned that, you know, I'm not a huge fan of 32 count anymore just because I don't like stitching with 2 threads. And at StitchCon 2023, I got the Surprise Me box, and I got 2 projects in it. And in the projects, it was kitted up with, of course, 32 count because I was stitching on 32 count at the time. But I still had the project, and I had started this last Thanksgiving. And it's this one, and this is the Everyday Sampler by Hands-On Design. And just a little note that Susan from Keepsakes, she's like the color floss conversion queen. She decided that she wanted to get a chart for me to surprise me with that had predominant color of yellow. And she wrote this little note, and I just wanted to read it because I saw this and I just thought, oh my goodness, she's so wonderful. And it says, "Hello, Jimenez. I hope you enjoy stitching this beautiful small sampler. When I saw it while looking for a project, I felt that it struck just the right note and features of your favorite color, yellow. I think it pops on the blue fabric. The same colors can be used on the larger sampler if you choose to stitch that at a later date." So she's talking about this one, and I had never even seen this before. And the top one says, "Give thanks and look forward to a new day." And that's why I decided to restart it this Thanksgiving on blue fabric, just like she picked out for me. And here's my restart. And I wanted to make sure I got all the letters done and that bottom border done. And it says, "Give thanks and look forward to a new day." And the fabric is 40 count Arctic by Picture This Plus. The threads are still all of her conversion, and let me just show you what these threads look like because they are so delicious. Hold on. So here we go. Everything from Threadworks, which is this green. Look at that green. Oh my God. What about this? This is Threadworks. I haven't busted into that yet. I haven't busted into this Threadworks. Look at that. Ooh, it's really, really nice. And I mean, it's tons. And Blackwood, who knew Blackwood? Who knew brown could be so fun? But there is such a subtle variegation in this that, oh, it makes it so pretty. And then, of course, there's chalk for the white, which is the called for. And I believe Blackbird for the birds, which I think those are both called for. And then the star of the show, which is, let me see if she shows this. This is a Silk in Colors, yellow. And I think she tells, yeah, Silk in Colors, Midday Sun. Oh, that is so gorgeous. And it is just, ugh. So, thank you, Susan. And I am going to, I really could get this done pretty quick because I already have this whole bottom part and the rest is just like these little finicky things. So maybe I'll pick this up as I feel like it. I don't know. 2025 has lots of plans and I'm sticking to them. I'm going to try to stick to them at least. So that is a restart. Get all that. And look at this project bag that I made when I first started stitching for StitchCon for 2023. It's just a mess, but I like it. Okay, now just pure whips. And this is a sad, sad situation because with this whip, I've been meaning to just stitch on it all month, you know, because I just absolutely love this. And I'm not a huge Christmas stitcher, but this year I have wanted to stitch all the things. I mean, I had all my Christmas charts pulled, and I was just gonna stitch Christmas until my heart was content after I got done with my Fox and Rabbit, but it hasn't happened yet. So here is Christmas Garden by Blackbird, and I'm stitching this on 36 count Regency by Picture This Plus using the Vicki Clayton silks. And the Vicki Clayton silks are so, so good. They're very different from the called for, in my opinion, but, or from the picture. But this is, let's see, get it over here. There we go. This is where I am. And I worked a little bit on that top border, which is a sad, sad state of affairs. But I was at my stitch day at my local needlework shop, Prairie Primitives. And so this is the one I started way too high for whatever stupid reason. And I'm stitching this 1/2 on 36 count. So this was me being scared last Christmas to even try 36 count. But now I look back on it and these holes are so big. But I love this. I really do love the colors. I love just the faded look of it. I mean, it really has an antique look with that just richness of the silks and the variegation that you see. It's just nice. And every motif, I know like a lot of people say, oh, I did this sampler and every motif feels like a win, but it really does. And the border, you can get in a groove on it, so it's not a big deal. It's pretty easy, actually. It's a very easy border to get those bones of the border taken care of. It really is. So there is my Christmas garden, or soon to be. And I was watching Tara, Sully Stitches, and she was talking about her Christmas garden. Of course, hers is finished. And she said that she did hers with the Vicki Clayton silks. And it was gorgeous. So, and everything Tara does is gorgeous. Duh. Hi, Tara. Okay, let's see. What else? I don't have a ton of stitching, just because I was monogamous on my birthday stitch, which is crazy. And then I've been real monogamous on my Fox and Rabbit mystery. But when I was stitching on for my birthday, I thought about last year. And last year, I was talking to Katie, So Tattered, who her Christmas is like, I need her to come over to my house and decorate my house for me and get all the things together, and just, she's so talented. And she made me this bag for my birthday last year. She made us both one, but she took the colors of my birthday start, and we started it together on my birthday, and she got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and started stitching on it because she's such a wonderful friend. So this is my bag by So Tattered, and again, I love this bag with my whole heart. And this was my birthday start for last year. And it was sad how much I had done on it. I see people finishing this all the time. This is Oh Joyous Day by Blackbird, of course. And I had a hiccup in something, and I don't remember what it was, and I put it down. And so when I picked it up, I was just like, what is stopping me? I don't know. So here is my version, and let me get the information on it because I know it's on 36 count, but I don't remember. So it's on 36 count doubloon by Picture This Plus, and I'm using all the called for overdyes. And there is my progress. So that whole top is done. And now I wish I would have gone through and I would have done the satin stitches because I was too scared to even try them last year. So I didn't. But maybe I'll try them at the bottom. I don't know if that'll look weird to have them not have them at the top and have them at the bottom. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I worked on the borders on the side, the middle borders, and just at least got that done. The bottom, you know, those middle borders there, That's all new. And then both of the side borders, they're both new too. So there is my Oh Joyous Day. And like I said, maybe I'll alternate. I'll work on this one month on the 14th and back and forth. Or should I just put it on my WIPGO and call it? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But it's so pretty. And there's so many color changes though. Ugh. It's the only thing. Blackbird loves to use 85,000 colors of green. But who cares when it looks like that? So that's my Oh Joyous Day. And that is all of my stitching. I also wanted to show something because I asked for opinions in my last video about what I should do on my Put a Bird on It. And for everybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Put a Bird on It is a Quaker inspired sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this is just a copy of the cover photo because my friend Gina went through and broke it up. EJ from the Sunshine Stitchers does have this broken up, but the motifs are cut in half. So we kind of just came up with our own, or she did, to where we have it to where, you know, she says, you know, January is this one, and then she's numbered the parts. It'd just be easier for us to do it that way, so we can do full motifs and not just like stop right in the middle. So I asked about fabric. I didn't have a clue if I should choose between one fabric that was really light or another fabric that was going to be more tone on tone with the floss that I chose. And I did choose, let's see if I can get a, I don't know. There we go. There we go. This is Pyrite 40 count by Cedar River. And can you guys just see a theme here? Like, I love Cedar River linen. Jody is like a master. Her linen is very good. It's very nice and tight. So you know, that's one of the main reasons I like stitching with 40 count because I like really good coverage, and it's a little sparse for me on 36 count with one thread. So on 40 count, I feel like it's just perfect. And so I did choose Pyrite. And just in case I didn't show it with it, and I'll go over more detail about this in my next video because I'm not going to be able to start on the 15th because I'm not going to be in the country, but oops. But this is what it's going to be. Surprise! Shades of yellow. It's really shades of gold. Either way, this is going to be so gorge. And this is Stitchy stuff in the color Butterscotch. And it's 50 yards. And this 50 yards was like $14, you guys. It is cotton. It's not silk. But that is just... So I think that's going to be so fun. And I'm putting it in my... I had these bags made this year for StitchCon for my stitching group. And I just thought that those colors ended up working well. And guess what? There's a bunch of birds on it. So Put a Bird on It is in my bird bag. Let's see if I can... There we go. Look at that. Lots of yellow in this. Can't be upset about that. And then in the side, look at that. Shelia. Look at all that blue. I know you'd love that blue. So that is what I have chosen for my Put a Bird on It, and I'm so excited to start it. I'm starting it as soon as I get home from my cruise. I might even take this on my cruise and start it there. I didn't want to start it until I was done with my Box and Rabbit, but we might just have to go ahead and start that on the 15th like everyone else. Okay, so Now let's get into Stitchy Kindness. I did have a birthday, and I have a lot of, like I was mentioning earlier, I have a lot of amazing friends that I've made this year that have really, really, really just been incredible. Like, I had no clue that, you know, that anybody would watch me, but I've met so many people. And then also I've met people too at my local stitching group. I didn't have a local stitching group before this year. And so that's been another incredible thing that's happened this year. But I'll go into all of those details in my plans and my 2025, plans video, which I'm going to do in a couple weeks. But this was a gift from my friend Gina. She's in my local stitching group. And it's not cross stitch related, though. You could put your orts in here, but I'm not going to. And it is just so beautiful. And it says, "I'm so lucky to have you as my friend." And I just thought that was so beautiful. So she knows how much. And then for my birthday, this is what's crazy. She does not stitch and love to stitch on yellow. What? Look at that yellow fabric. And this is called Clarify. And it was one of her fabric of the months that she got in August of 2022. And it's 40 count. And then, so Mystic Fabrics. And you guys know that I probably will put Black Butterfly on here. Nuri, don't you think that look good? Yes. So she gave me that for my birthday. Thank you, Gina. And also, one of my besties from my local stitching group, her name is Vanessa. She is the most talented person on the planet. She can literally do anything. Stitch, knit, sew, quilt, anything. She can do anything. And she makes bags. And she made me this bag. I don't know if you guys know if there's a theme here, but I love this bag. Let me show you the bag. Oh, it's so pretty. And then look at this. Thank you so much, Vanessa. I squealed when I saw that bag. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see. Okay, and then so my friend Connie, she's one of the solo stitchers and just ridiculously generous, and she always has been, and I just appreciate her so much. If I can find what she doesn't know what she bought me because she got me a gift card. I hope I wasn't out the whole time there. But she got me a gift card to Colorado Cross Stitcher, which I absolutely love Colorado Cross Stitcher. She's got so much good stuff. But I got this, what is the person who, I don't remember who the dyer was, but the color is Parchment. Oh, Atomic Ranch. Parchment. 46 count. And Candy Apple Red Gloriana. So this is what you bought me. Thank you, Connie. And it's a lot more like bright red than that. But I thought I might need something like that for my blessing sampler for 2025. So that is my Stitchy Kindness. Now we're kind of going to get into haul, if I can get it out. So I did get the holiday box, Christmas box from Hobby House. And most of everybody has seen this, but you get this beautiful case, and that's the reason I wanted it. You get this gorgeous mother of pearl Sajou thread winder. It's really pretty. Matching scissors. Can you see that? Minnie McBean's thread bling or zipper pull. try to get this out. 2 skeins of 681 103s. Yes, please. And you ask, like, why would they put those random threads in there? Well, I'll tell you. Because we got, and I got 40 count. And this is Light Antique Button by Mason Linens. As well as, I don't know how to pronounce that, but her last name is Cornelia Van Buren, 1903, from Hands Across the Sea. And that's the chart that came with it. And as much as I love Hands Across the Sea, I have a friend that collects hats. You know who you are. And I'm going to gift this chart to her because I don't think I'll stitch it. I mean, it's nice and everything, but I got my traditional stitches, Picture This Plus. Let me open this. Picture This Plus Ancient. So I will get this fabric of the month. This is my second to last one. So that's Ancient by Picture This Plus. I love that color. So I think I have some already. So I was happy to get some more. Oh, and also in the Hobby House holiday box, you also got this gorgeous ornament. I'm sure most of you have seen it by now because everybody's shown theirs, but look at that. Hobby House always does such a good job. That is so pretty. Why am I trying to make it an earring? Okay. Okay. Sorry. That was very unusual. Okay. It's been a day. And let's see. Let's put that back there. Let's put this back there. I'm running out of room up here. I got my Gentle Art from Happy Little Stitch Shop. And these are supposed to be, these are in alphabetical order: Cedar Mill Brown, Chives, Cherry Bark, Cherry Wine, and Chamomile. And they just ended up being Christmas colors. Isn't that cool? So, I was happy to get that. I love GAST. Gentle Arts. Sampler Threads is what that stands for. Okay. I am also, this is for November, but I also got my Garon Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month, and this is Saltbush. Yes. But I'm going to get my Fabric of the Month for December for them as well, and that will be my last Fox and Rabbit. I switched over to the Seraphim Neutrals Only Fabric Club instead of this one, because now I have a whole year of Fox and Rabbit from Garon. What else? Oh, speaking of fabric, I'm sure everybody saw this, but just in case you didn't, Vicki Clayton, who does the gorgeous silk packs, sorry, I thought I was going to burp, she also has linen, and it was $16 a fat quarter. And so, guess what? I almost bought them all, but I didn't. I restricted myself because I just wanted to see if I liked it first. So I got Thistle-Do. You guys, doesn't that look like Lakeside Vintage Autumn Gold? Which I should get mine and see if it is so good. It is so good. So I got that. That's Thistle-Do. Look at that color. That's really true. It's a little dark. And then Below Knee. Get it? That is, I mean, it's so pretty. And it's nice and different. I have a lot of fabric that, it just seems like one note a bit, but this is just really a different vibe. And so I'm excited to try it because I am going to use one of these for my blessing sampler. So that's bologna or bologna. Put it there. It's gonna fall over. And then the last one I got was bird circles. Ooh, that's a nice, and it's coming across a bit green. I don't know how to get it on camera, but it is gorgeous. So that's bird circles. Don't have a clue what I'm going to stitch on any of this, but stash. That's important. Okay, and then of course, I got my book of days for 2025. And you know what I did? I attached my WIPCO board that is not filled out yet, but it's going to be, to the back of that so that it will be included in, oh, don't want to show the chart, in my book of days. And I love these. It's just small enough for me to keep track of, and I just absolutely love Vicky. So that's the book of days. Let's see what else. I got some some floss from Fat Quarter Shop, and we are in the L's for weeks. So we got Liberty, Lichen, Light Khaki, Lilac, Lily Pad, and Linen. So those are there. There. And then sorry about that. I don't know if I hope my iPad doesn't die. So if it does, we'll plug in and resume. I also got my floss fixed for November. And we are also in the L's for the Classic Colorworks group. Lemongrass, lemon lime, lettuce leaf, licorice red, lighthouse, little house brown. Little house brown. Okay. And my LNS Prairie Moon is selling these now, and you guys know what this is. It's one of those floss winders, and I have the other ones from the, oh, I'm trying to think of their name, K&K. I don't know. I have two from the one that are just pure wood, but this has it to where, I don't know. It says Prairie Moon right there. Prairie Moon Primitives, and it has the barn, and it's just so cute. So I picked one of those up. And it's 12-inch because I don't think I have a 12-inch one. And then I know a lot of people were waiting on theirs and waiting and waiting and waiting. And there was this craziness going on in the homespun needle work. Is that what it is? Homespun? The Facebook group that has all the exclusives. And I had never gotten an exclusive from the group before because I figured, you know, these are pretty, you know, significant projects, and in order for me to get one of these, I really, really, really had to love it because it's an investment. It's not like the cheapest thing in the world. So I found one or saw one that I just absolutely loved, and that's Mary Alcorn 1764. Yes to everything in this. It is so gorgeous. I don't know who's going to do all that over one, but it's not going to be me. So this whole thing might just get cut out, and I might just, this whole thing might get cut out. And just lower it down to this border. So, and on the group on Facebook, these are only sold as kits. And if I would have had any sense at all, I would have got 46 count, but I didn't. That's fine. So I did get 40 count Thornfield from Needle and Flax. And I do have quite a bit of this. And they finally offered, this is the first time they've ever offered over-dyed silks. And I don't know, I thought that it was supposed to be Gloriana's, but I got mine and it was Belle Soie. but look how pretty they are. And there's just, let's see if I can, very nice color palette. So I'm excited to use that because I do have Belle Soie, but I don't think I've ever like stitched a project with it. And then Prairie Moon, my local needlework shop, is also a quilt store. I've told you guys this before, but they had this huge sale and I got these Meadow Mirror by Gingerbread, and I got the Charm Pack and the layer cake because I don't know if I can show you. I have a project bag made with this fabric and it's metallics, like, and I bought a whole bunch of other fabric, but it's for secret sewing. It's for stuff that I'm going to be making in 2025 for gifts and things like that. So I don't want to show it on my channel because I know that everybody I'm making gifts for watches my channel. Speaking of making stuff, making bags particularly, I was shopping at Prairie Moon and I didn't realize, but Lori Holt has come out with a new panel for her zippy bags. Oh my, I love Lori Holt so much. So these are like, there are small bags and there are large bags, but look at so much vibrant. So let me see if I can show this. It's hard to show. Look at that yellow and then that cheater fabric. And then, oh my God. And usually I've had these bags made and then gifted them to, at retreats and stuff. But I may be keeping every single one of these bags because the yellow level is quite extensive. And then, I mean, look at that. And then if it's not yellow, it's like red. And they're the bold Lori Holt colors that we all love. But yeah. So Tammy, do you see this? Maybe I'll send these to you and have you make these all and keep them all for myself. That's so sad. That's so sad, but it is very, very much what I'm considering. And as far as haul and my stitching and all the things, that is everything that I have for you guys today. I am going to go into something that I have been working. So I'm going to go into quilting. And surprise, surprise, I've been doing a little bit more quilting lately than I have been doing in the past because I've had a little bit of time at home. So I did make a quilt and this just took me one day. So let me stand up to see if I can show the whole thing. But this was a panel and a kit that I got at Fat Quarter Shop a couple of, maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. And it came with everything except for this outer border. But look at that. And so I matched this fabric on the outer border because it has the same coloring to it. And it's just a little bitty baby quilt. But I thought I would, let me see if I can. And it's very wrinkled, and I don't really know why, because I thought I ironed it, and it's by, this is so terrible, I cannot remember, but you guys know the retro, and everybody's probably screaming at this fabric line, but it's so cute, so cute. So that's a really quick quilt I made, and I have all of the backing and all of the binding and everything as well, ready to go to the long armor because I'm not doing any of that stuff myself. And then it's been a while, but Mrs. Quilty reached out to me and wanted me to review their box and also to talk a little bit about their box and tell you guys a little bit about their box. So that's what I'm getting ready to get into. I have a lot of friends that are cross stitchers, EJ, and I know from the Sunshine Stitchers, and a lot of people that, even Sarah from Sarah's Stitchery, that are brand new quilters that they want to start quilting. And so Mrs. Quilty reached out to me, and I really wanted to showcase their box because there's a couple of things that are unique about them. But first, let's get into what is in the box. So in the Mrs. Quilty box, there is, first and foremost, in this particular one, there is a QR code back here on this pamphlet, and it gives you a discount. It gives you a couple of different things that that are worth about $50 that they are giving you for free with the purchase of your box. And there's a discount code and everything. So that kind of gives you, you know, what they are going to be giving. And it's like festive projects, holiday recipes, new fabric collections, and seasonal articles. So there's that. And then also in the box, and this is really super important actually, is the magazine that comes with it. And so just like with any other subscription box, they're going to tell you exactly like what is in the box and how it works. But with Mrs. Quilty, they not only tell you what's going to be in, you know, what's in your box, but they also help you to start your quilting journey. They have projects in this magazine that will be beginner, intermediate, and advanced. There's also a QR code for that is a video tutorial, and they will give you a video tutorial on how to make every single project that's in your box. It gives you kind of a step-by-step on your top quilting tools that you'll need, just necessities, things that are helpful. And then within the box, they give you 12 fat quarters. It is a ruler, which is a free gift of the box. They have a free gift in every box. Then they have the cozy mosaic block, and then they have a quilt as you go. And so they have different projects within this magazine that will help you depending on what level of quilter you are. I would consider myself intermediary, you know, a strong intermediary, but so I would probably do one of the more difficult projects. But there are projects in here for beginners, and just 12 different fat quarters is worth the price of the box. So let's see. I'm trying to see what I can show you without showing you the patterns. Let's show you what's in the box. So included with the instruction booklet that has everything that you need, what is also included is your free gift, which is sorry, it's in the bag. I haven't taken off the thing yet, which is this quilting ruler. And what's unique about this quilting ruler is that you can see where this is kind of gridded off. It shows you that this is a 3-inch square, and it helps you when you're making the patterns that are provided. And then some pins. You can never have enough pins. Ask me how I know, because I have a lot of pins. I have a lot of quilting stuff. And so that is the free gift. And then here are the fat quarters. Now, I don't know if you guys realize, so a fat quarter is a 17 by 26 inch piece of fabric. And these are all obviously in color shades of blue to make the projects, all of the projects inside the book. And I'm just going to kind of go through each of these So there is butterflies, and it's hard to show because I don't want to bust this open. Gingham, kind of like a navy Hawaiian print. Flowers. Polka dots, which is so cute. Kind of like a diagonal dot type situation. Really good for something to bind. More flowers. Polka dot in a different color. And see, they all have the same vibe. Shades of blue. I think maybe I'll make something for Shelia out of this fabric because she loves blue, and that is a bunch of different blues. So that is what is included in the Miss Quilty box. I will put the pricing information as well as the link to purchase the Quilty box with my discount code in the description box as well. And I will make a video also standing alone that will show you a little bit more in more detail about exactly what I plan to do, which one of the projects I plan to do, and how easy they are to get started. So everybody who wants to start quilting, do it. You can jump into it with something real easy. A lot of people don't know where to start. Start with a small subscription box. I used to do that, and it was a really good way to not only build my fabric stash, but also to just have the projects there right in front of you with all of the tools that you need. So that is my little spiel on Mrs. Quilty. Let's see what else. As far as when I'll be back, I will be back after I return back from my cruise. I get home on the 22nd, so it'll be sometime after that, right before Christmas. And it is going to be all about Whip Go. It's going to be Whip Go. It's going to be plans. It's going to be retreats that I have coming up in 2025. And just all the things. So I'm excited to show you those projects that I'm going to be doing for Whip Go, and talk to you a little bit about the retreats and about some things that my LNS has going on. So I'm looking forward to that video. But until then, happy stitching, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.